Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Honesty is the first chapter of the book Wisdom. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. On matters of style, swim with the current. On matters of principle, stand like a rock. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work the more I have of it. We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. History, in general, only informs us what bad government is. Never put off to tomorrow what you can do today. Never trouble another with what you can do yourself. Never buy a thing you do not want, because it is cheap, it will be dear to you. Take care of your cents, dollars will take care of themselves. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst and cold. We never repent of having eat too little. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. I think one travels more usefully when they travel alone, because they reflect more. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led. Tyranny is defined as that which is legal for the government, but illegal for the citizenry. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. Every day is lost in which we do not learn something useful. Man has no nobler or more valuable possession than time. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and that cannot be limited without being lost. Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. Be polite to all, but intimate with few. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield, and government to gain ground. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it the second time. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppressions of the body and mind will vanish like evil spirits at the dawn of day. The only security of all is in a free press. I have no ambition to govern men. It is a painful and thankless office. Those who expect to be both ignorant and free expect what never was and never will be. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. Commerce with all nations, alliance with none, should be our motto. An honest man can feel no pleasure in the exercise of power over his fellow citizens. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. An enemy generally says and believes what he wishes.